Yo, what is up YouTube? My name's Aaron, and today I am doing a video I promised you guys a few weeks back, and that is a custom PC that will be able to play games for under $450. Guys, that's ridiculous whenever you're talking about a computer that can play games at that price. Right there, that price, $450, is usually around what you go into Walmart and you pick up off the shelf that it would just die if you tried to play any game on it. So before we get into this, I just want to let you guys know this build is technically does not have an operating system, but if you do want a free operating system, you can install Linux. I would recommend Ubuntu or Mint, and if you're a real champ, you'll do Arch. So let me know down below if you guys understood any of that. And all you Arch fans out there, let me know down below too. So let's get right into this. And first things first is the motherboard again. Now, I'm not too big on AMD side of things. I use Intel myself, but whenever you're trying to build a budget build, AMD tends to be the best because they are the cheapest, although they perform almost equally as well as any Intel for a fraction of the price. So right here, this motherboard is set up for AMD AM3 Plus, so you could just about guess what kind of processor we've got. But right here, let's just go ahead and talk about this real quick. What you're going to be getting on board is, some USB. Ethernet does not have Wi-Fi. You will have to pay more to get maybe a network interface. Let's see if we can... Yes, you could install one on this computer, and I do believe the case has enough room. So if you did want Wi-Fi, you could look. Like I said, this is under 450, so you definitely can find some form of a Wi-Fi adapter or a network card that keeps you still under $450. So there you go. If you can't run a cable to your room or wherever this computer is going to be, so that always is an option. It's by ASUS. Great brand, great brand. I use some of their stuff in my computer. In fact, my graphics card, although it is NVIDIA, is brought to me by ASUS. I guess it's their spin on things. Alright, so next up is the processor. Now, this processor right here is kind of special. It is a 6-core Black Edition. Now, I'm not too big, like I said, on AMD. I don't have all the knowledge in the world about AMD, but I do know Black Edition is amazing. And the fact that this is unlocked means even though you're talking about AMD, same terms with Intel, you can overclock this card. And I'm pretty sure it can go to like 5 gigahertz. I think I read somewhere. I had like a 5 gigahertz overclock, which is insane. And 6 cores means all of you people doing video editing, whenever you go to render your videos, no matter what software you're using, you'll be able to do that extremely quick. Although I would not recommend overclocking on this build, mainly because I do not have an external or a CPU cooler other than stock, and it's never a good idea to overclock with a stock CPU cooler because that cooler is made to keep up with the way that the card or the processor is configured right out of the box. No overclock on it. Next up is RAM. We're going to have some DDR3. This is a DDR3 build. And we've got Kingston HyperX, 8GB kit. I think 8GB is enough, especially for this build. And with this motherboard, something I do always look out for is upgradability. And as you can see right here, let's see if I can, there we go. This right here, these are your DIMMs, alright? There's 4. And because of this kit is a 2x4, which gives you 8GB, in the future you can always go back and purchase this kit again and give yourself 16 gigabytes worth of RAM on your computer. So even though you don't have the initial funds to get 16 gigabytes, you can definitely do that either by, if you want to just go ahead and get the 16 gigabyte kit while you're here. I think it's a little bit cheaper than doing it this way. Let me check real quick. Yeah, it's definitely cheaper to just go ahead and get it if you have enough for it. But like I said, if now, just with the current build, keeping it at under $450, go ahead and get the 8GB kit. It will suffice for video games, but whenever you see yourself using more and more applications, like I do, you might want to opt up for the 16 gigabyte kit, or like I said, just purchase the same exact kit one more time and put it right into the DIMMs right there. Alright, so next up, we have your hard drive, and although this is a slower hard drive than our $1,000 build, it's still a 7200 RPM, which is very acceptable in today's market. Really good, in fact. I mean, a terabyte's really going to last you a very long time, especially if you're just gaming on this. If you're doing video editing, I would recommend maybe coming back here and getting another one of these. Or if you have the initial funds and you can post up, like if you come back, you're going to have to pay around $100 for 2 terabytes, or you can just front 21 extra bucks. Just wait like another week or so and go ahead and get a 2 terabyte drive. And if you really think you need it, you can bump up to the 3 terabyte. It's all up to you. 2 terabytes seems like it would do you the best, especially if you're not into like hardcore uploading every single day type deal and you don't really need that extra storage. Next up on our list is the graphics card, one of the most important parts of a gaming rig. In fact, the only thing inside of a computer that classifies it as a gaming rig is the type of graphics card it has. And this is definitely has enough juice that'll get you playing some AAA titles. Maybe not at max resolution, but they're very close. So, like I said, this thing's good. I love EVGA. I think they make some of the best graphics cards. Like I said, I do not have one. I have a Asus, but I do like EVGA. I stand behind them. Great quality products, and as you can see, this is the Superclocked edition. Also the TI model, which if you're unfamiliar, TI of a graphics card and NVIDIA is always the better of just like the 750, and then there's 750 Ti, and there's the 750 Superclock. So this right here is definitely good. This right here, not too sure. The only difference really is the PCI is a little bit bigger and it cools down a little bit, or yeah, I guess you'd say the PCI is a little bit bigger. The actual card's a little bit bigger and it cools down a little bit. You won't notice too much of a performance increase between these two. In fact, I don't think there is one. I'm trying to look real quick. Yeah, the base clock is a little bit different, but you're still at the same CUDA cores. And let me see, 2 gigs of DDR5, 2 gigs of DDR5. Yeah, it's basically right there. You're not going to notice too much of a difference, so it's not really worth the 36 or 30-some, 20-some dollar upgrade just for an extra fan. I guess the cooling does help, and it kind of looks like more of a beast card. But this right here will do. You'll be able to play Black Ops 3, be able to play custom zombie maps whenever it comes out, which is really what this build is focused on, getting you to play Black Ops 3. And next up is our power supply, and I'm going to stop right here and tell you guys, if you're watching this, I know this power supply is not the best power supply in the world. It's not even bronze. In fact, I don't even know what they call this. Just metal? Pebble? 80 plus pebble? I know, it's not that good. You guys have been telling me tons of stuff, like going onto this website and finding it for like 15 bucks or something like that, and a really good one. Understand, like I said, EVGA, great brand again. It's the brand of my power supply, but it's, you know, it's good enough for this build. It's not going to ruin everything. It is certified. It is certified. It's not like it's some random on the side of the road non-certified 500 watt coming from, I bet you we can find so many brands down here that I have no idea. Okay, they've kind of stepped their game up. But I mean, like this. What is that? But yeah, I know it's not the best, but it does do for this build. And 500 watts is plenty enough juice to power all of these components with some left over. Next up is the case, and yes, this thing doesn't look too good. It's 30 bucks. I think it's a pretty good price. I looked for a while. The thing that sold me is that the inside is painted black. I wish all cases were made like this in this kind of price category. You know, the more expensive you go, of course, it's going to be in there. And the thing about this case is you get a few styles to choose from. For right on, like, as you can see, it just doesn't look good. It's got some silver in there. And that's unacceptable. I mean, it kind of looks like they spray painted over the premium looking black on the inside to make it look white. If I were you, I'd just go with this. Black on the inside, keep everything looking clean. And it has USB 3.0, which is really, really good, really fast too. So this right here is also just something to get you started. Yes, a keyboard and mouse comes with this at $450. I'm kind of putting this in the category of a console killer. It definitely will outperform the PS4 or the Xbox One. So both of those consoles do come with a controller, and there you go. There's your controller for PC. But if you do have an Xbox One controller and a cable, you can plug directly into your PC and be able to play games like Call of Duty with a controller. So right here, just so you know, no funny business is going on. $423.12. That's pretty good. I like this price. Like I said, the operating system would be something like Ubuntu, which is free. And if you don't know how to do that, let me know down below. I can make a tutorial on how to get a disk image and upload that to your pre-configured build. I mean, you're not going to be able to do it with that computer. You're going to have access to another computer and like a CD, like a DVD-R or something like that. Anything you can write an image to. I'm not too sure about USB and Ubuntu or Linux. I don't know. I might have to refreshen up on that. I don't think it can pull images from USB. I'm not too sure. Alright, but there's more. So as you can see right now, as configured, we're at $423, right? The Xbox One and PS4 biggest value, the best one that they've ever sold, is right at $500. So not only is this cheaper, but I'm gonna throw in something. As you can see, there's another tab up here. There's another tab. I'm gonna throw in something that's gonna make this build under $500, but have something none of those consoles could ever dream of coming with, and that's a monitor. As you can see, this is not the gaming monitor of the year. This is not gonna win any awards at all for anything that it can do, but it's pretty good for the price. It is 60 Hertz, 1920 by 1080, and 60 Hertz meaning it can actually display 60 FPS, which is okay. 16.7 million colors, again, okay. But the only downside is the fact that it can only connect via VGA, and if we go back to the graphics card, you can see that we do not support VGA. So let's just go ahead and do this real quick. Let me add to the cart. This is a mess up, but we are going to fix this in the process. So as you can see, we're at $493.11. Let me see if I can find something for next to nothing that will fix our problem. VGA to DVI. This thing is cheap. This will work. This is the cheapest option. But let's see here. DVI. That'll work. We'll go with that. But we'll go with a clean, classy look. We'll go with the black look instead of the white. What is this add-on item? What does that mean? I don't know what the add-on item means, but right there, and as you see, we are under $500 with a monitor, with a cable that will allow you to hook up to that monitor with this little hockey puck. As soon as I find it, maybe I gotta refresh. Let me resend. Okay. I don't know what the add-on item means. I've never seen that before, but as you can see, we are under $500. This is crazy for a gaming PC and a monitor and a keyboard. Basically everything to set you up and set you on your way to gaming under $500. I think it's amazing. And the thing is yes, you can get better parts than this if you buy used. So look at this, and at $500, if you want everything brand spanking new, you want to pull the plastic off everything, get this. But if you want to find something also cheap around the same price and possibly a little bit better. In fact, it will be a little bit better. Check out eBay and just type in some parts. But the only thing is that how this is right here, it's configured. I know everything's going to work together, and it's kind of easy. You just order it from Amazon. I'm pretty sure everything has Amazon Prime. It's really easy to have an Amazon Prime account. In fact, you just need to make a new account, and you get to try Prime for free. So 2 days shipping to your house, and this could be yours in just 2 days. And like I said, on eBay, you can find used parts, used better parts, and you can get around this price, or you can go around town, stuff like that. That has been done, and it's been proven that you can make beast of a gaming machine for right around this price mark. But one thing that you do need to be careful about with used computer parts is that sometimes you don't really know there's a problem until it's too late, and that problem could have existed for years. Just a little bit of static electricity fried one part, and as you're testing, you're like, okay, yeah, this works. Eventually you might run into a problem, and it could be very bad. Just wipe all your drives and pretty much set you with just a box in the floor. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was kind of long. It was kind of long, but you guys requested it. I said I would do it. I have it. I like this build. It's right under $500, and I would definitely recommend this to anyone that's wanting to get into the gaming scene on PC, but do not want to spend double this or triple this and just put all that money into something they don't know about yet. So I don't think $500 is bad for a gaming PC. Relatively, people say that you can't really get a good gaming PC for under $1,000, but right here, I'm looking at these parts, and with what we have and everything that's built right here, you can play brand new games. But like I said, the only thing that you'll need to get if you're a Windows user is a copy of Windows. That will knock this price up quite a bit, but you can always, you know, make up for it by taking away this monitor. Let's say if you already have a TV that has HDMI or VGA, something that the PS4 and Xbox One only take, so you should already have that. So you could take this away, and you could put in your copy of Windows 7, 8, or 10, and in fact, if you want 10, I'm not too sure if they're still doing this, but there is a thing where you can say download to a USB or download the image of Windows 10, and you'll be able to use it on a new computer, although I do think you need a key for that, so you'll only be able to try it for like 30 days or something. But usually operating systems run around anywhere from $70 to $100. So look for right around in that price range, and right here, this is 70. We'll just go ahead and make that 75 bucks. So it's really just, you know, a few extra dollars to get yourself a copy of Windows if you do not like Linux, because yes, Linux does not have access to all the Steam games and applications and just pretty much anything else that Windows has. I mean, they do have a lot of support, and it's growing every single day, but right off the bat, there's not as much as what you would have with Windows. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Tell me down below if you like this, if you're going to get it, if you're thinking about it, if you've been looking all over the interwebs for something less than $450 and you just so happen to stumble upon this video. And I know we're deep in, but if we can hit 50 likes on this video, I think that'd be great. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. My name's Aaron, and I will see you tomorrow with a brand new commentary.